Hello friends, Wayne and Susie Vanderwiers, your missionaries with overseas instruction and counseling, and our new little friend Cubby, our 6-month-old Havanese puppy. She's trying to get it. He's smiling at you, believe me. We are so very grateful to God for you as a supporting church, grateful to God for your prayer support, for your financial support for us in this ministry, and thankful for all that God is doing through you and therefore through all of our missionary team. Last year, 2019, was huge for our team, certainly for the history of our ministry, but even for Susie and I, a very big year of travel, as have been the last 14. And let me just tell you quickly where we were. Utah, twice. That's not overseas, that's domestic. We only have 2 domestic programs, the other one's in Alaska. But we were thankful to be able to be out in Utah with our coordinator there. 2 times in the Philippines. We were in Australia, Brazil, Ukraine, not once or twice, but actually 3 times in Ukraine last year. In Lebanon, in El Salvador, in Russia, in Hungary, twice. And also in Thailand. We had amazing experiences in all of these places with our colleagues and national partners, some a little more memorable than others probably.
I think the place that blessed me the most were the students that were in our program in Lebanon. They're from Syria. Like, I'm talking 14 out of 15 students that are there were from Syria, and for their testimonies of sharing how God has used the training from OIC and being able to help those that they're ministering to in Syria. It was just really heartwarming and at the same time heartbreaking that they're having to go through such difficulties. But knowing that they're able to take the Word of God and that it's giving them hope and encouragement is a wonderful thing. Also, we were able to join with our missionary in Russia to help a program there. We have quite a story about how God was able to provide that visa for Russia, and so grateful that he did. Sometime we need to share that story with you. But just having that opportunity to be there and to encourage him was wonderful.
He's a wonderful guy doing an amazing job all over Russia as we do this little video here on March, whatever it is, 11 today or 12. He's actually in the coldest city on earth, up in Siberia, in Yakutsk, continuing a very faithful ministry there. We're thankful for him. In addition to those international ministries, we also had the privilege, I had the privilege of speaking at the Biblical Counseling Training Conference in Lafayette, Indiana, at the Association of Certified Biblical Counselors annual conference in Memphis. And then Susie and I flew out to Northern California, August, I think, of last year. And there I was a speaker at what's called North Creek Training. That's the biblical counseling training program of North Creek Church in Walnut Creek, California. And they, shortly after our visit there, became OIC partners. They became a supporting church for us. We're very, very grateful to God for that new partnership with North Creek Church, and also for a new partnership about the same time last year with Portage Bible Church here in Portage, Indiana. We also enjoyed reporting to 19 of our supporting churches all over the country and in a couple other countries. And we also had a chance to speak at 5 what we call potential supporting churches that we hope will someday adopt us also as their missionaries. Last year, 2019, also brought about a transition in the leadership of OIC. I stepped from the role of executive director into a new role, and that new role is called Director at Large. Our new executive director is Dr. Andrew Rogers, and he's also expanded our executive leadership team. Our missionary team, by the way, has also recently expanded from 21 to 29 families. Wow. We're very thankful to God for what he's doing in reaching more nations through more people who are well-trained, well-respected biblical counseling trainers for the nations. This year started in a way that we have never experienced before. After 45 years of ministry, we have our first sabbatical, and we're actually on sabbatical today as we're sitting here in our dining room giving you this little report. January, February, and March, sabbatical months for us, during which Dr. Rogers has encouraged us to disengage from the ministry of OIC. We've attempted to do that with mixed results. Because it is kind of our heart, but we've also had some other really wonderful experiences during this time.
We sure have. It's been really an opportunity for us to be able to take time to organize and deep clean the house,
She does that most.
I've wanted to do for a long time, and also to be able to have time with our kids. That's been just a precious time. We were even able to take a 1-week vacation in Florida, which we've never done before, and we were with 2 of our girls and their families, and it was just a joy. And then we went from there, from Florida, to Arizona, and we met our colleagues, Dr. Joe and Tara Miller, and we were able to go to the Cubs spring training camp and see a Cubs game.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was really a lot of fun.
Joe is our Japan coordinator for OIC and a pastor for counseling up at Canyon Hills Community Church in Bothell, Washington, just north of Seattle. We were very thankful to be able to meet them there and enjoy that kind of activity.
Absolutely.
What's next for us? What's next was going to be, toward the end of our sabbatical, a trip to the Philippines, but here's what happened. This coronavirus thing happened, and as a result, I got some emails from colleagues there, 2 of the 3 ministries with which we were going to connect, and both of them said, maybe we need to rethink this thing. And so we did, and made the decision not to go. And it's a good thing we did that, because, come to find out, the president of the Philippines just today announced that Manila is closed. No traffic in or out of the city of Manila. Of course, we would have flown into Manila and then gone from there to fly to or drive to other locations. So it would have been decided today if we hadn't decided 2 days ago that we cannot go to the Philippines. That's our loss. We really love those people, love those churches, schools, and are grateful to God for our partnership with them. But that's not going to happen this time. We'll pick up the slack and in the summer, Lord willing. I'm also looking forward to launching into the new job that I have now, the new job description that I have to fulfill. And we're thankful as we approach the end of our sabbatical here that we have yet some projects to accomplish, but yet then new things to conquer as we move forward. All of that happens because you pray and you give, and our ministry goes forward in nations around the world on the strength of your prayers, your concern for the pastors, the Christian leaders, and the nations of the world, and because you sacrifice as families and as churches to be able to allow us to do the work that God's called us to do. We thank you for that. And we trust that God will continue to bless and encourage you in the work of your local church as we partner together, as you partner together with OIC. May God richly bless you. Bye-bye for now.